Good morning, my son. Today, I'm very excited to introduce amazing journey of Alexander the Great. Over 2,300 years before, in the ancient world. I believe, you know his name, definitely. Yes, he was really great leader of those days, and many following heroes of the history, like Hannibal Barca, Julius Caesar, Muhammad II, Napoleon Bonaparte. Many these heroes love him, and they studied from him in their life. Yes, many people know, he is hero. But, not many people know, how he could be hero. How he could come up to the front page of human history. I want to tell you the story why he could be awesome and brilliant hero in the world. One of the key points is, he had two great predecessors before him. One is his daddy, Philippus II. And, one more is Epaminondas, great genius of the military history. Actually, many strong points of Alexander. I mean, political philosophy, strategic mind, excellent cavalry, strong army with systematic battle formation, etc. etc. All these are heritage from his predecessors. In that meaning, Alexander was also very lucky man in the history. What he got, actually, prepared by his predecessors. And here, you have to know that, although as a consequence, they helped Alex to be a great man. But, they did not have any intention to support him at all. They had their own ambitions, and they were just forced to drop out from their own journey on the halfway. Alexander also said that, most important element for success is, luck. Yes, he had, a lot. So, to tell Alex, I must tell you his processes as well. Okay, I am going to talk about Epaminondas first. Epaminondas was born in Thebe, on 420 BC, prior to Alexander 64 years. His family was poor aristocracy, and therefore, not really occupied important role in his society when he grew up. But still, he had very good supporter, best of the best friend, Pelopidas. Indeed, whenever we talk about Thebe in that era, we should not separate Epaminondas and Pelopidas. And also very funny that, their characteristics are totally upside down. Epaminondas was smart, but quiet, steady, gentle, and calm. He likes to stay in home and enjoy philosophical meditation all the day. And, he disliked to receive any gifts from anyone. Actually, I believe, he was thinking he himself as philosopher. On the other hand, Pelopidas was strong, bold, passionate, sociable, and active. Also, he was from rich aristocracy family, so, even Sparta tried to eliminate him, unlike Epaminondas. When they grew up, Thebe was in imminent danger. Having occasional wars in many city-states around them. That era, small city-states was having daily battles, and Thebe was especially under strong pressures of Sparta. Yes, that Sparta, you should hear about their name. They have strongest troop in that moment of the world. Once listen the name of Sparta, people very scare of it. Sparta beaten Athens, one more strongest city-states, and very proud of themselves. As king of Greece, and thinking themselves as king of the world. For Sparta, other city-states, like Thebe was, out of question. Epaminondas and Pelopidas were born under these circumstances. To protect Thebe from Spartan hegemony, they have to fight time to time. Epaminondas and Pelopidas were great creator of tactics, strategy. Actually, the war and politics are very interactive even today. Indeed, the role of politician and military commander is quite close. And sometimes, could not separate. Especially, Thebe was lacking of many things, resources, human, money, weapons. Within limited resources, they have to achieve the best results. It was very hard work for them. But, also it helps them to develop their epoch-making idea through their battles. Under these circumstances, Thebe and Sparta had regional battle on Leuctra. It has been called as the Battle of Leuctra, one of most famous battle of Epaminondas. Because, it was the first battle to conduct echelon formation with, locks say phalanx. Phalanx formation itself was already very common, in ancient Greek, and, it is close formation, massed hoplites formation with a shield wall, and mass of spear point to enemy. It was quite defensive formation, and 8 to 16 lines in general. Indeed, Sparta's phalanx also 12 lines on that battle. So, phalanx itself was quite common, and normal in ancient Greek. But, why it could be remarkable front page of military history, because he made amazing running of this phalanx formation, which never seen before. And, obtained great victory in the losing game. Thebe and Sparta met in Leuctra field, 371 BC. Spartan League, Peloponnesian League, collected 11,000 feet. On the other hand, Thebe collected 6,700 feet. But, problem was not that number comparison. Indeed, in terms of cavalry, Thebe was more superior than Peloponnesian League. Problem was here, Sparta, spirits of warfare, superpower Sparta, crazy army Sparta. When the battle started, even some of the allied forces of Thebe side, some soldiers escaped, run away from the battlefield, and surrender to Spartan side. They walked on to Sparta side and saying that, please help me, I won't fight with you. Very scary. They really scare Spartan soldiers. But, Spartan soldier kicked them out, saying, go away. Anyway, beginning stage of battle, it seems no chance for Thebe to win this battle. In the Battle of Leuctra, Epaminondas produced 50 lines of phalanx. And, placed it in front of their right wing, most strong troop line of them. Of course, Sparta was there. Actually, as tradition, Thebe had longer phalanx line, rather than other city-states. But, 50 lines were very abnormal. One more point, I have to tell you my son. Thebe was superior than Sparta regarding quality, and quantity of cavalry. Still cavalry was not really practical use in those days in the battle. Many city-states were using it, as just some sort of methods of locomotion. However, gradually, they start to aware importance of cavalry. Actually, Sparta also trying to enhance their cavalry, but, Thebe had more advanced cavalry troop, rather than Sparta. And, spend a lot of effort to train up them. Hardware, and software. Because Sparta proud of their hoplites, phalanx, they did not concern too much about superiority of Thebe cavalry. This is the one of key point, the reason why Alexander the Great can achieve his amazing journey, but I will tell you this story someday later. Also, last, and very important, his strong point. Epaminondas and Pelopidas had sacred band of Thebe. It was 300 soldiers group, but actually, 150 couples, of course all men. Namely, 1 pair times 150 couples military group. They are professional troop, and as quality, not really inferior than Sparta's 1-to-1 battle. But, one more important point is, this couple is really couple, so, they love their partner. Actually, this is quite similar with Spartan style. Spartan soldiers also professional, and share strong comradeship. Every day, stay together, and training together. Of course, their relationship become tight and tight. By the way, the leader of this sacred band was Pelopidas. Epaminondas and Pelopidas also had quite close relationship. Anyway, this sacred band of Thebe is treasured weapon of Epaminondas. Here, I am going to give you a question. How Epaminondas won this game? Situation. Spartan League produced strong line. On the other hand, we have only one strong troop, and the rest of them already very scared to do battle. In this situation, what Epaminondas did as a leader? He catches snake, nearby him, and cut its head. Once we cut off head, body is useless. I will cut their head. And, his battle plan was exactly what he said. Ultimate destroyers of Sparta. Okay, let's go and see, practical battle, how he won the game. Before the battle start, Epaminondas created obliquely line. This is echelon formation. In the future, many military leaders copy this style. In the first stage, Spartan cavalry, their right wing, took initiative to attack Thebe cavalry on its left wing, and, simultaneously, Spartan soldiers moved to obliquely. That means, they created diagonal line to face to their enemy. They use their cavalry as decoy, and change formation to hit enemies back. It is quite excellent systematic movement, and it proves the level of Spartan troop. Without a cumulative daily training, no troops can do such complicated transformation. And, Sparta believes, only Spartan soldier is able to do so. It is so-called, half-moon formation, and quite simple formation of siege attack. But, unfortunately for Sparta, Thebe has genius game changer, Epaminondas, and Pelopidas. And also, their sacred band. Exactly at that moment, Epaminondas recognized intention of Sparta. And, he also ordered to all military to move forward to attack them. Before their change formation has been completed, he wants to mess up their movement. On the other hand, echelon formation was quite work on the battle. He creates gradation on speeding of troop line. So, left wing was faster, and right wing, poor group was slower. What will happen then? Left wing encounter enemies right wing earlier than right wing encounter enemies left wing. That is to say, Epaminondas wants to destroy their core group first. By his strongest troop, as soon as his troop can. This is the first battle of echelon formation. Very famous formation in the military history, and still survives as a brilliant formation. In case you have chance to study in military academy, you may find this battle on your textbook. Do you know why? Because, this battle is ridiculous battle. In common, battle is power and power, force and force. Simple mathematics. The reason why, some particular battle can remain on the history pages. It shows eccentric turnover, winner become loser, loser become winner. Thebe achieved it by two great game changers. Before starting this battle, definitely, Leuctra should be Epaminondas and Pelopidas, not Sparta. However, the great game changer, Epaminondas and Pelopidas overturned situation by only one action. Luck also helps Epaminondas. Spartan cavalry rout, and unfortunately for them, crush with Spartan soldiers, when they were shifting to their new formation. And then, of course, massive mess occurred at that moment. Actually, it is sometimes common in battlefield. But, this is the great point of Epaminondas, as a game changer in the battle. He did not overlook this big chance. He himself attacked the Spartan soldiers with sacred band. And, successfully, create cracking on troop line of Spartan League. Almost same time, deep phalanx of Thebe reached to in front of Spartan soldiers. Again and again, again and again, serial attack had been done on Spartan soldiers. Of course, sideline of Spartan League soldiers wants to go and help Spartan soldiers, however, it has high risk to do so. Because, already the other line of Thebe League approaching, coming up to their line, it became invisible fear. If they move to there, it creates space for Thebe League troops. Although, it was shit and chicken troops, but still it could give pressure on them. This is what Epaminondas plans for his game, and everything go along with his plan. In the very beginning stage, Thebe successfully eliminate the king of Sparta, Cleombrotus first, from the battlefield. And simultaneously, right line of Epaminondas eventually reached to their front line. Of course, their motivation has been changed. Just few hours before, they thought they are going to be killed. However, now, it seems their left hand is defeating Sparta, and it encouraged their motivation a lot. Epaminondas didn't lose this big chance. He shouted one word for his soldiers. One more step on forward. Let me be happy. By this word, Spartans start to collapse, and remaining colleagues start to run away from this battlefield. The Battle of Leuctra ends up the domination of Sparta in the ancient Greece world. Sparta absolutely lost their power to a certain extent. Epaminondas hit Sparta in next battle again, and it gave fatal influence of existence of Sparta. It eventually removed Spartan fear from Macedon, before Alexander the Great come up onto his stage. Of course, no if, in the history, but, if Sparta won this Battle of Leuctra, the journey of Alexander the Great was, maybe, not that easy. And very funny things were. Epaminondas and Pelopidas did not have any intention to help Macedon at all that moment. But, eventually, it helps Macedon, and moreover, their DNA to be a game changer, inherited to Alexander the Great. I think, the talent, DNA as game changer, Alexander got not really from his daddy only, the King Philippus II, but I think, from Epaminondas, and Pelopidas as well. Anyway, this is the history.
As Jenny